let's talk about champagne. Now, lately, I've been really blessed to sample and be exposed to some really amazing champagnes. And in my travels and in my exploration and in the expansion of our business, I'm learning a lot. And the more you learn, the more you find out how much you don't know. And I love that. I'm one of these people where if I'm not making mistakes, my brother has a saying, if you're not crashing and burning, you're not learning. And I always tell my kids, growth hurts. If it's not hurting, you're probably not growing. And my experience, my palate has really been pushed. And that's awesome because I really got, through no fault of my own, I guess, complacent in sort of not really exploring the deeper realms of champagnes. And I've been shocked, my eyes have been opened, and man, I am more in love with champagne than I ever was. And it's only going to get better. And tonight, I wanted to talk about a champagne that I had seen a million times, but for one reason or another, it never caught my attention. Back in the days when I, like a lot of people, I bought a bottle based on how it looked. And that's a mistake. And now I've changed a lot and grown up a lot. And the Philipponnat is an amazing champagne. Okay, I don't think it gets the recognition it deserves, and I can say that about a lot of champagnes. There are very few that really are getting what they deserve in terms of their reputation and exposure. But this one, I'm really excited for. I'm excited to share it with you. So, this house goes back a very long time. The Philipponnat family bought their first plots, I believe, in like 1522. So we're not talking one or two or three, we're talking like 400 years of winemaking knowledge and winemaking experience, bringing to bear that knowledge in making champagne. It is a family-owned champagne house, and there's a very high attention to detail. A couple of important things about them: they are a négociant manipulant, which means that their strength and their power is in aging, it's in their vinification, it's in their blending, and that's where their power and their strength is. A négociant manipulant can use all of their own grapes if they want. They can buy all of their own grapes if they want, or any combination in the middle. Their expertise is in the aging, blending, vinification, and of course, sales of the champagne. And that's where the Philipponnat family lies. That being said, they only use the finest grapes for their cuvées. Whether it is their top tier or their entry level, they are not skimping. Their champagnes are all Grand Crus. Their champagnes are premier. Their champagnes are coming from, they come from Mareuil-sur-Ay. I mean, this is, everything about this house screams attention to detail. It screams quality, and I'm looking forward to it. A lot of the wines are aged in oak, and that is going to give it that really oaky, woody flavor that I love so much, and it's going to add to its complexity. We're going to see how much that oak aging adds to the density or the heaviness of the champagne. I'm looking forward to that. So this cuvée is a 60% Pinot Noir, a 30% Chardonnay, and a 10% Meunier. It is 8 grams per liter for its dosage. And for me, that's on the high side. I'm a zero guy. But, let's see what this can do. Let's open her up and let's have some fun with this. So, as you can tell, I got a new rugby jersey. We all know I love my rugby. Been playing 30 years. And one of my favorite teams is South Africa for a lot of reasons. And they are the 2023 Rugby World Cup champions, and this was a gift, and I wear it with pride tonight as I open this bottle of champagne. So enough talk. Let's open her up and let's have some fun. There we go. Have a look at some eye candy here. This is the Royal Reserve Brut. It's their expression. Not only is it their expression, it is their purest expression of their house style. And that's what I love about champagne houses that are going to put everything they have into their consistency of a specific style. For Philipponnat, it is going to be that Royal Reserve. I'm excited. Let's do this. Let's get a nose of this. Ooh, that is nice. I'm digging that. I like that. That's ooh, that is crisp. Yes, it's got a decent amount of Chardonnay to it, but it is primarily Pinot Noir with a nice, baseline of Pinot Meunier. But there's that beautiful acidity and that beautiful tartness, that liveliness is really shining through. But at the same time, it is not overpowering the Pinot, and that's awesome. Like, that is really, really cool. I like that. That's why this is the expression of the house style. And that 8 grams per liter dosage, you don't notice it. Okay, it's not sweet in any way. It's got a really nice tightness to it. When I say tightness, it doesn't need sugar to weave through everything else. I think a lot of times sparkling wines, not champagne, but sparkling wines, are going to use sugar to kind of, help it along. That 8 grams is just right. Wow. When you taste this and it first hits your palate, it just like pops. There's this blast of liveliness, this blast of acidity, a blast of that beautiful Chardonnay. And I know how the Champagne Philipponnat, their magic is in their complexity. Their magic is in their vinosity, is in how they are making all these things blend together into one. I don't want to call it a harmony. It is harmonious, but what it's doing is it's allowing each part, it's round, it's allowing each part to shine through. The Chardonnay is really coming through on that first boom on the palate, on the nose, on everything. And then right as that fades away, then that Pinot Noir comes in. And it's just this beautiful fruity, light fruitiness that is just so beautiful. And then, like a bass line, that Meunier is just vibrating through all of it at the same time. And at the end, you can come back to the beginning and you can say, wow, the Meunier was there at the beginning. The Pinot was there at the beginning. It's just the Chardonnay took the first step, and then the Pinot and the Meunier followed through. That is awesome. And I know that Champagne Philipponnat, their strength is in their balance, is in their roundness, it's in their vinosity. It's bringing to bear their knowledge and their expertise and bringing it all together in one glass. That is amazing. Now, what would I pair this with? There's a lot of acidity coming through with that Chardonnay. Not only is there a lot of acidity, there's a lot of freshness, a lot of liveliness. So I'd be very cautious with pairing this. Stick to, white meat, a nice pork, chicken, obviously. I'd go duck too, and definitely any white fish. I'd stay away from. I definitely would stay away from something with a heavy sauce to it. This is not that kind of champagne. This is great for an aperitif. This would be perfect for appetizers. You want to pull out a charcuterie board, some cheeses. That is where this really will shine. I will say this though, this will work with a steak. We all know I like to grill and barbecue. In the summertime, I take some skirt steak and I marinate it in just, some citrus and some garlic, a little bit of vinegar, and throw it on the grill, and then bring it on, and I make a nice chimichurri sauce with it. This will go beautifully with that. Even though there's a lot of acidity in a chimichurri sauce and there's a lot of acidity in this, it would play very well together. This has that slight citrus flavor that you're gonna get is gonna be that bridge between all that acid. It's gonna say, okay, I get it, there's a lot of acid here. I've got some acid in my Chardonnay, but there's also, these other components that we can bridge through, and that liveliness and that citrus note is gonna be that thing that really locks you in. So be bold with this. Just don't push it past its limits. Wow. I don't have anything else to say. Thank you all again for hanging out. A little shorter video tonight, but sometimes a good champagne doesn't need a lot of words. The Philipponnat Royale Reserve. So until the next time, thank you all again. And I've got to say something. I don't know what has happened, but over the past couple of days, my viewers spiked 100 viewers in a couple of days. I don't know what happened. I'm glad it happened. That means more people are watching my reviews. And thank you. Honestly, thank absolutely every single one of you who is a member and who is subscribed and who leaves comments. It makes me smile ear to ear every time I see a new member joined and I see a new comment. And man, you guys are just the best, and I really mean that. And I'm gonna continue making content. I'm gonna continue importing champagnes. And if you ever need something, if you need a specific champagne, something you want, reach out. I mean, I'm an importer, and I'm a buyer, and I'm a distributor, and the champagne company and Everyday Bubbly, we do everything. So reach out to me if you need something. And you know what? I've got connections in France, and I've got partners, and I've got resources all over the place. If I can't find it, most likely it can't be found. Until the next time, thank you all again. And remember, champagne every